Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. President Trump is turning his attention to the Russia-Ukraine war after the peace deal between Israel and Hamas. On Friday, he hosted Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky ahead of another potential summit with Russia's Vladimir Putin. CBS News' Christiane Benavides has more.
President Trump arrived in Florida Friday, where he's spending the weekend after hosting Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky at the White House. Trump called for an end to the war between Russia and Ukraine.
And we had a very good meeting, very cordial meeting. In my opinion, they should stop the war immediately. You go by the battle line, wherever it is, and both sides should go home, go to their families, stop the killing, and that should be it.
During their meeting, Zelensky and Trump discussed the potential for Ukraine to receive these long-range Tomahawk missiles, capable of striking up to 1,500 miles into Russian territory. Ukraine offered to trade for them.
We need ceasefire. Even now, you see in the Middle East, it's very difficult to hold ceasefire. Everywhere, in every war, it's very difficult. We want peace. Putin doesn't want. That's why we need pressure on him.
President Trump said he'll apply that pressure when he holds another meeting with Russia's Vladimir Putin, this time in Budapest.
I'm the mediator, President. Hopefully we'll be able to get the war over with without thinking about tomahawks.
Also on Friday, President Trump commuted the sentence of former New York Republican Congressman George Santos. Santos served less than 3 months of a 7-year sentence. He'd been found guilty of 2 felony counts stemming from his 2022 campaign, wire fraud and identity theft. Santos will also no longer be required to pay nearly $400,000 in restitution to his victims. Christiane Benavides, CBS News.
A commutation is not a pardon, so Santos' record will not be wiped clean. In a social media post explaining his decision, President Trump said in part that Santos had been horribly mistreated. Protests against President Trump's policies are taking place across the country today, including several here in western Wisconsin. The No Kings rally in La Crosse brought demonstrators to the corner of State Road and Losey Boulevard this afternoon. The event was part of a nationwide movement calling attention to what organizers describe as increasing authoritarian actions by the Trump administration.
This is so important. This is an existential time in our country. So I think we all need to stand up.
We broke off from Britain because we don't want a monarchy. We established a republic. And I want him to finally grow a spine and go up to Trump and say, no more. We ain't taking none of your nonsense anymore.
Participants were asked to bring food and hygiene donations for Wafer Food Pantry while taking in part in the protest. According to organizers, over 1,700 people attended the La Crosse No Kings protest. In Viroqua, a similar rally started at 10 this morning at the intersection of Main Street and Duker Avenue. The protest also brought in food donations for local food pantries.
We've been gathering food every event that we have because the food pantries are suffering because they've lost their funding. When people can't eat, that's just inhumane in our country.
Local leaders, including Representative Tara Johnson and County Supervisor Wade Lawler, addressed the crowd before protesters began walking with signs. A Verdon County deputy used his patrol car to stop a wrong-way driver on Highway 14 in Viroqua on Thursday. 86-year-old Dale Herbert Graffentine was arrested for drunk driving after deputies say he was driving south in the northbound lanes. Sheriff Roy Torgerson praised his deputies' quick thinking, saying the heavy weekday traffic could have led to serious injuries. Graffentine is cooperating with the investigation.
Well, we saw quite the beautiful start to the weekend outdoors today. We had above average temperatures, a little bit of a breeze, but for the most part, it was a beautiful day to spend outdoors. Now that we're starting to see some fall foliage move across the area as well, everyone's going to want to be getting outside and enjoying it. We do have some light rain on the way later tonight, likely holding off until the early overnight period. If we take a broader look at it, though, there is much more moisture off to our south. A lot of that will be staying to our south, but again, it will be bringing a few light showers through as we go into the overnight period. So if you're still heading out tonight, now that the sun is setting already, that's crazy to think about. It's going to be a pretty nice night for it. It's clear skies for now, but we'll likely see some cloud coverage moving in the next few hours as we see those showers likely passing through the area closer to around 10 or 11. But I'll have more details on the rain tonight and the breezy conditions that we have this week coming up in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Nicole. A sustainable fashion event is helping people update their wardrobes without spending a dime. The La Crosse Public Library hosted a clothing swap today. The event encouraged residents to bring gently used, clean items like sweaters, jackets, and accessories to exchange for new pieces from other donors.
Well, this is a chance for you to refresh your wardrobe for free. So instead of donating it somewhere where they're going to sell it, this is a great way to get it out to people without having to buy or sell anything.
Any clothing left behind at the event will be donated locally after. The library says it wants to make fashion fun, affordable, and earth-friendly. An annual event in Genoa today is helping support retired racehorses and bringing the community together for some fun. The American Standardbred Adoption Program is hosting its annual fundraiser at Tuna's Saloon. The event features food trucks, a cornhole tournament, a silent auction, and live music from local bands. The festivities run from 3 p.m. until midnight tonight.
So we do various things. We help retired racehorses who have a second chance at life. We also rescue various horses out of the kill market and auction, especially racehorses who never got that second chance and didn't come to our program initially. So all of the funds help rescue and rehabilitate horses.
Organizers say the fundraiser supports efforts to provide safe homes for retired harness racehorses and to educate young people about horsemanship and riding. Halloween spirit is alive in Chaseburg this weekend, all for a good cause. The Wilsonville Walkers is hosting their annual Walk of Terror tonight at Chaseburg Village Park. The event runs from 4 to 10 p.m. with a scare-free time for families early in the evening, followed by a full scare time after dark.
Always fun to see the community come together. I think one of the things that I'm always excited about for these events is the fact that it's such a small community. It's only 260 some people in Chaseburg, and yet we always raise a good amount of money, and we always get well over the population of Chaseburg. So seeing the people of the area, of the community, kind of come together and get to enjoy something and raise money for charity the whole time.
All proceeds from tonight's walk benefit the fight against cancer, making every fight a little more meaningful. Still to come, Amazon is gearing up for the holiday season, how you can make a couple extra bucks for those presents after the break.
In the hunt, every detail matters. It's not just about the thrill, but a passion for the craft. And in the end, it's about the people you get to be with. At Overhead Door, it's about our team and those we get to serve. We can repair any garage door, but we only install the best. Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region since 1921.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
During a routine eye exam,
I'm going to come in with my camera.
A Pearl Vision doctor spotted a rare retinal tear. Her expertise saved a little girl's vision.
She's going to be fine.
This is just one of our many true care stories. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Hy-Vee chicken breasts, just $2.48 a pound. Cosmic Crisp, Fuji, Granny Smith, or Gala apples, just 99 cents a pound. Avocados, 67 cents each. Brew Pub Pizza, just $4.99. Plus, get great deals on Cheez-Its, Doritos, Johnsonville smoked sausage, Coke 6-packs, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time. The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
More indications that interest rate cuts are coming, and a new report shows many Americans say they're struggling financially. Christine Lazar has your Eye on Consumer report.
The financial outlook is cloudy for many middle-income earners with strain on their household budgets. A survey from Primerica shows more than 2/3 of Americans say their income is falling behind the cost of living. That's up from 50% just 5 years ago. The report also says more Americans are carrying credit card balances month to month, with just 29% paying that bill in full. Primerica also found households are increasingly dipping into that rainy day fund for everyday expenses. Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the sharp slowdown in hiring could pose a risk for the U.S. economy. Despite a lack of fresh government data this month due to the shutdown, Powell says not much has changed since September in terms of the outlook for employment and inflation. His remarks indicate likely rate cuts at the central bank's 2 remaining meetings this year. One employer hiring, Amazon, with plans for 250,000 seasonal workers for the holidays, making an average of more than $19 an hour. Job placement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas predicts the number of overall seasonal retail jobs will actually fall to a 16-year low in 2025. And that's your Eye on Consumer report. I'm Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And in this week's top medical stories, obesity in America just skyrocketed from 40% to 70%, but not for the reason you may think. Researchers at Mass General Brigham looked at a new definition of obesity, which includes measures of body fat distribution in addition to body mass index. Under the new definition, the vast majority of Americans are considered obese. Popular drugs prescribed for managing diabetes and weight loss like Ozempic and Wegovy may also reduce alcohol use. A study from the Fralin Biomedical Research Institute found GLP-1 drugs slow the speed at which alcohol enters the bloodstream, which also slows the effect on the brain. And researchers say if alcohol takes longer to take effect, it's less likely to lead to abuse. ER doctors are reporting an alarming rise in eye injuries, and the cause is pickleball. A study published in JAMA found an increase of more than 400 pickleball-related eye injuries between 2021 and 2024, including detached retinas and orbital fractures. The study recommends standards for eye protection be introduced to the game. We have more news ahead, but first.
We have some rain on the way, likely holding off until a little bit later into the nighttime, but still rain nonetheless, and then it's going to get a little bit breezy for the rest of the weekend. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
Well, I am really happy to tell you that we have already made a commitment at Gunderson to do that. So we have asked all of our folks that when you need to fly, that you please prioritize flying out of La Crosse. We believe it's really important. It's our duty. We're the largest employer in this community, and I want to make sure that this airport is here for the long run, and we're committed to that. So people are taking that seriously and doing just that.
The Medicare annual enrollment period runs from October 15th to December 7th. With so many choices, it can be overwhelming. At Strive Medicare, we cut through the confusion, helping you find the plan that's right for you. We're your local Medigap insurance advisors right here in the Social Security building in downtown La Crosse, and ready to answer the questions face-to-face or over the phone. Don't go it alone this annual enrollment season. Call or visit Strive Medicare today.
From generation to generation, Blaine's Farm & Fleet's Toyland has made wishes come true for Midwest families. And this year, we've kicked off our store-wide celebration with unbeatable deals on toys and more. Like select Lego sets, $7.99 each. This Barbie and Ken combo pack, $16.99. New at Blaine's, these women's CGCG shackets, only $29.99. And save $10 on assorted Hill Science Diet dog food. Shop now and save during our Toyland store-wide celebration. Only at Blaine's Farm & Fleet. Be an original.
What should I do next?
Western has the answer.
Do something that excites you.
Do something fun.
Do something that shows your skills.
Do something that gets you hired to do what you love.
You can do it all at Western Technical College. Choose from more than 90 programs. Invest in you, spend less, and get hired fast. Take that next step. Apply at Western today.
Do something for you.
The easiest way to furnish your cabin is at Black River Furniture Outlet. Bring the outdoors in with a handmade dining table set, crafted from the finest woods like hickory, walnut, maple, and barnwood. Shop cozy Amish rockers and upholstery, or Wisconsin-made easy sofas with customizable fabrics. Pair it all with a cabin rug, 5x8s, 8x10s, scatters, and runners available. And before you leave, visit the bed shed. Check out our rustic bedroom groups and bunk beds, as well as our Amish office furniture. Open 7 days a week, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8.
Well, as we go through the rest of the evening, it's going to be pretty nice for the next few hours, but we are going to start to see some more clouds moving into the area. Plenty of rain off to our south and to our east, but it's looking like the heaviest rain is going to stay there. We're not expecting a whole lot of rain passing through tonight. What we're really looking at is this small little boundary off to our west right now, slowly been making its way through Minnesota over the afternoon, and we'll likely see it eventually moving on into our area closer into the overnight period, and it really looks like it even starts to fall apart. I mean, it's really not all that impressive right now either way, but still some light rain possible through the overnight period nonetheless. Here's a look at our sky tracker again. It's going to continue to slowly move further to the east, getting to Eau Claire, maybe a couple sprinkles around 10. So if you're planning on going out tonight, maybe a few sprinkles, but again, we're not really tracking a whole lot of heavy or even moderate rainfall amounts with this line. As it continues to go off into the nighttime, it could even dissipate, maybe a few sprinkles before midnight, but most of the area should be dry apart from the main system moving further to the north, likely staying to the east of the I-94 and I-90 transition, but still, again, taking that cloud coverage with it as we go into the early morning hours. So by the time we wake up in the morning, it could actually be a fairly sunny day, and it will likely stay that through the afternoon, but that will make it a tad bit cooler off for areas west of the Mississippi, since we lose those clouds a little bit earlier on. Definitely not chilly quite yet, but on the cooler side compared to everyone else. Expect the low 40s off into southeastern Minnesota. Otherwise, most of us staying in the mid 40s tonight. Again, that light rain, but that will be the only real weather happening tonight. As we go into tomorrow, then it's going to be, again, mostly sunny after those clouds move out in the morning hours, but still on the cooler side, pretty close to average, if not a few degrees below that, because we'll have our winds blowing for the most part out of the northwest, keeping temperatures on the more seasonable to somewhat cool side. 59 for your high tomorrow in La Crosse, 57 in Eau Claire. Those winds will be a tad bit breezy as well, and they're going to stay that way for the next few days. Even getting a little bit windy as we go into the afternoon hours, seeing them blowing closer to 20 miles per hour, just the sustained winds, so expect wind gusts to be closer to around 35 miles per hour, especially in the afternoon hours, and we'll likely see those breezy winds hold on, especially Monday and Tuesday, starting to taper off a little bit on Wednesday, all because we have a system slowly moving closer into our area. Again, expect breezy conditions Monday and Tuesday as that system continues to get a little bit closer on, and then that cold front with the system will pass through Monday nights, giving us a big cool down going into Tuesday, actually falling below average. Most of the area likely going to be in the 40s for that portion of the week. Also going to be bringing some rain with it as well. Some light rain going into Monday night. Tuesday likely going to be a little bit of a wetter day, and that's the reason for those cooler high temperatures. Breezy as well. So the first half of the week a little wet, a little bit on the cooler side, and a little breezy, but after that we should have the sun coming out, warming us back to near average, but average this time of year now is putting most of us in the low 60s and the upper 50s, so definitely not warm, so to say, but October-like and quiet and dry on Thursday through Saturday. So a good time to get out and enjoy the foliage, because it is looking really nice outside right now.
For sure. It's been nice to get a taste of that fall weather, but still see the sun out there.
Slowly getting into it. Yeah.
Definitely. All right, thank you, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, a farewell to a fantastic Brewers season. Plus, the Badgers welcomed in the #1 team in the country. Was there any magic in Madison? Kate is in next with sports.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
fall is here, and it's the perfect time to make your home ready for the season. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, you can take advantage of big savings during our fall home sale going on now. Save on styles you love at prices you don't want to miss. The best deals, the comfort you deserve, and the savings you've been waiting for. Make this fall unforgettable. Shop the fall home sale only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Family owned for 100 years.
Right now, US Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
There's a lot that goes on at the Y. You may know us as a great place to better your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being in a safe environment that nurtures growth and is that third place for our community to meet and connect. The many services and programs here at the Y strive to help our community access resources and address needs, navigate daily life and support each other through challenges, and educate all generations on making their lives and our community better. We can make that difference together. See why.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
Well, it was a fun Brewers season, the best regular season team in baseball, a franchise record for wins, and a win streak that many fans will remember for a long time. But last night, the Brewers season came to a close as they got swept by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Going into the series, we knew it was going to be tough. The Dodgers lineup is filled with all-stars, and they have a starting rotation that might be one of the best in history. Not only do they have the best players, all of their guys stepped up and performed when they needed to, including Shohei Ohtani, who had arguably the greatest postseason performance anyone has ever had. On the mound, Ohtani pitched 6 innings, gave up just 2 hits, and struck out 10 batters. And then at the plate, Ohtani went 3 for 3 and hit 3 home runs. He showed why he's the best player in baseball. Now, the loss hurts, being swept hurts, but after the wounds heal, the Brewers team will be remembered as one of the best in franchise history.
I'm really proud of our team. I admire our team. Enough has been said. The narrative has been said many times, but it came to an end tonight to a team that was not only talented, played great.
A quick update, the UW Lacrosse Eagles fall on the road in Platteville 38-21. I'll have full highlights from this one tonight at 10. Let's go to Madison. Luke Fickell on the hot seat, but a win over #1 Ohio State would certainly give the fans some hope. But don't get your hopes up. These Buckeyes are for real. First quarter, 3rd and 11, and Julian Sayin going to take a shot to the end zone. And how about this grab? Cordell Tate, touchdown Buckeyes. Later in the quarter, now 10-0, 3rd and 4 for Ohio State, but it's Sayin to Tate again. Another score. Not many Badger highlights to show. This one all Ohio State, 34-0. The Badgers have been shut out in back-to-back games at home for the first time since 1968. 8-man football playoffs started today, and 2-seed North Crawford continues where they left off the regular season, picking up a dominating win, 46-0 over Highland. The Trojans will face the 6-seed Hurley next Friday. And in a few other games, the DeSoto Pirates fall just short to Belmont, 44-32. And Alma Center Lincoln had a tough matchup against Marion Tigerton. The Hornets kept it close, but it wasn't enough. They fell 20-16. The final day at state tennis over in Madison, West Salem's Kendall Sullivan was still alive, fighting for a chance at 5th place. But she lost her first match this morning in a heartbreaker, falling 10-6 in the final set. Sullivan just missed out on the podium, but it was still a terrific effort by the senior. Let's go to Norwalk. Scenic Bluffs Conference cross-country meet. First up, the girls' race. Royal Waniwak's Katie Field outruns the rest of the field to finish in first with a time of 20:16. Closely behind her in second is Delilah Heaton from Necedah, and Bangor's Kenley Golnick crossing the finish line to round out the top 3. Bangor wins the team score by a score of 27. Then the boys would hit the ground running with Brookwood's Cooper Powell coming in first with a 17:45 finish. In second, his classmate August Ruckman finishing in second, and taking third is Nacita's Max Vogel. Brookwood takes the team section with a 30. I'll also have a look ahead to tomorrow's NFL action later tonight at 10. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
You can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you. Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
To everyone who believes in Midwest magic, you'll always find it here at Culver's. Not that kind of magic.
Midwest Magic turns fresh, never frozen beef into a juicy butter burger and transforms farm fresh dairy into the creamiest custard you've ever had. Ta-da! But it's not just what we serve, it's how we serve it.
With a warm welcome and a little extra love.
Love. Love in every bite.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah.
We've got an important milestone here to celebrate. As you know, our family has been providing other families with affordable flooring for 60 years. Whether it's vinyl, hardwood, laminate, tile, or carpet, we've offered a wide variety of flooring that stands up to the biggest messes. And we know messes. Speaking of which, who started in on the cake?
Don't look at me.
Seal and Skirt Plan, where #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
You can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you. Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Well, with the gorgeous fall colors outside right now, if you want to head over to a pumpkin patch, get some last minute deals, it's going to be a perfect day for it. Definitely want to wear a flannel or a fall coat because it'll be on the cooler side and a little windy as well. But we should be holding off on the rain tomorrow. Going to be sunny. A great fall end to the weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
Hopefully get those pumpkin carving tools out as well.
Yeah,
maybe
running out of
before
time.
the rain comes as well.
True.
Yeah,
Good
do
point.
it tomorrow.
Sure, we're almost ready for Halloween. Definitely. All right, thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here tonight at 10.